Hello everyone. Recently we made a trip out to Freedom Ridge, a local concert and off-roading park in Atwood, Minnesota. Looking at the few neighbors around, I'm pretty sure it's an expended aggregate mining pit that has been reclaimed, but they left huge 30 to 40 foot berms around the perimeter of the location to give some good solid climbing opportunities. It was a really fun time, starting off with some climbs and descents that looked deceivingly easy, but once you got in the chute, there was always something that made you stop and reassess. It was a stealthily placed boulder, a chunk of flat concrete, or even a 3-foot shelf around a turn, or even a wicked drop that once you're in, you better have your line picked, because you're not stopping. Now this climb was pretty fun. As you can see from right about here, the front of my car slides off to the side. I'm saving you from the 5 or 6 more times I did that before finally getting some traction to roll up this hill. Those were some pieces of flat concrete that just happened to catch me. That was pretty fun. So I mentioned there was a couple wicked drops that you had to pick your line because once you started, you weren't going to stop. This was one of those. Here on the split screen, you can see from my point of view on the left, and then somebody was nice enough to tape the carnage here from the right hand side. Right about here, you hear your brakes creaking, and then chunk, you fall down into the first hole, and then all you hear is dirt scraping under your tires as your brakes catch a few times. Boonk, there goes the rear, and rolling down the hill.
There's definitely some sliding here. We're good. Plenty fine.
So I mentioned earlier, this park is a little tricky. All of a sudden, a weirdly placed boulder or something like that's going to hang you up. We took out the strap quite a bit just to tug individuals backwards to have another run at it. But then you'd get over it. This one got a little stickier. As you can see, there's a couple angles being recorded here, and this individual got stuck on a pointy rock that could have done some actual real damage. We don't want that to happen. So found a little hole in the side, hooked up the winches, pulled her straight to the side and up and out. Pretty fun. High school physics for the win. So being in relatively short proximity to home, this was a shorter trip than others. We headed back to visit some friends and wrap the night out with a bonfire. Thanks for watching my video. If you liked what you see, make sure you subscribe and comment back with ideas on what other things you'd like to see. Thanks!